Ram is launching the 2026 Ram 2500, and the updates coming with this model year are making a strong case for holding off on your purchase. The 2026 lineup is bringing two entirely new trim levels that address different buyer needs, along with refinements that solidify the truck's position as the most sophisticated heavy-duty on the market. If you're considering a Ram 2500, these reasons will show you why waiting for the 2026 model is the smarter move. Number 5. Warlock. Affordable off-roader. Ram is expanding its 2500 lineup with the Warlock trim, bringing legitimate off-road capability without the premium price tag that typically comes with factory-built adventure trucks. The Warlock is engineered to handle serious terrain while keeping the sticker price accessible to buyers who need genuine capability. The Warlock comes equipped with off-road tuned Bilstein shocks that provide significantly better damping over rough terrain compared to standard suspension components. If you've ever driven a truck with standard shocks down a rutted forest road, you know how quickly your back starts complaining as every rock and pothole jolts through the cabin. These Bilstein units provide controlled compression and rebound, letting you maintain speed over rough ground without feeling like you're in a pain shaker. The package includes all-terrain tires mounted on 18-inch wheels designed to balance on-road manners with off-pavement grip. These compounds bite into loose surfaces, shed mud effectively, and maintain traction on wet grass or gravel where standard highway tires would spin uselessly. Skid plates protect critical underbody components, including the transfer case, oil pan, and fuel tank, preventing catastrophic damage when crawling over rocks. Front tow hooks are rated for recovery operations, giving you anchor points when you need to winch yourself out. But the real story here is what you're getting for the money. Ram is positioning the Warlock with pricing that undercuts competitors' equivalent packages by thousands of dollars. When other manufacturers are charging premium rates for adventure-ready trucks, the Warlock delivers the core capabilities that matter without forcing you to pay for features you don't need. And while that value proposition is impressive, it's not the only way Ram is keeping costs down. Number 4. Black Express. Stylish and cheap can go together. The new Black Express trim proves that visual appeal doesn't require a massive financial commitment. This package builds on the tradesman base model, transforming its utilitarian appearance into something far more distinctive without piling on expensive features. The Black Express centers around monochromatic styling that gives the truck a cohesive, intentional appearance. Black paint, black grille, black bumpers, and black badging create a unified look that feels purposeful. The 20-inch gloss black aluminum wheels are a standout feature, providing visual presence that base steel wheels can't match. Inside, the Black Express includes cloth seating with unique stitching patterns that elevate the cabin beyond basic work truck territory. What you're getting is functional comfort without premium pricing. The dashboard layout remains straightforward with physical controls for climate and audio systems that are easier to operate with gloves on. Technology features include an 8.4-inch touchscreen with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto integration, providing smartphone connectivity without forcing you to step up to expensive packages. Backup camera functionality is standard, giving you clear visibility when maneuvering in tight spaces. The pricing strategy here is what makes the Black Express genuinely compelling. By starting with the tradesman foundation and adding focused styling upgrades, Ram created a trim that looks significantly more expensive than its actual cost. You're not paying for leather seats you'll just tear up on the job site. You're getting a truck that looks good and handles the work without unnecessary cost padding. But good looks and value won't matter if the powertrain underneath can't deliver the reliability these trucks demand. Number 3. Proven engines. The 2026 Ram 2500 continues with engine options that have established reputations for reliability and capability, which matters tremendously when you're spending heavy-duty truck money. These powertrains aren't experimental first-year designs, they're refined units with track records that give buyers confidence they won't be dealing with catastrophic mechanical issues down the road. The 6.4-liter Hemi V8 remains available as the gasoline option, delivering 410 horsepower and 429 pound-feet of torque. This engine has been powering Ram heavy-duty trucks for years, accumulating hundreds of thousands of real-world miles. Owners tow fifth wheels through mountain passes. They haul heavy equipment to job sites, and the 6.4-liter continues performing without requiring major repairs. When your truck inevitably needs maintenance, you won't be waiting weeks for specialty parts. Parts availability is excellent, and labor costs are reasonable because mechanics don't need hours disassembling complicated engine covers. The 6.7-liter Cummins turbodiesel inline-6 delivers 370 horsepower and 850 pound-feet of torque in its standard configuration, with high output variants pushing those numbers even higher. The Cummins name carries weight because these engines regularly exceed 300,000 miles with proper maintenance. Anyone who's towed heavy loads knows the difference between adequate power and confidence-inspiring torque. This Cummins delivers torque low in the RPM range, which translates to effortless pulling power when you're launching from a stop with 15,000 pounds behind you. What makes these proven powertrains particularly valuable is knowing they'll maintain their capability beyond the warranty period. The 2026 Ram 2500's engines have already proven their durability, giving buyers peace of mind. Of course, power and reliability mean nothing if the chassis can't handle the loads these engines produce. Number 2. Unmatched ride quality. Ram's 2500 dominates the heavy-duty segment when it comes to on-road refinement, a category where competitors typically sacrifice comfort for capability. Heavy-duty trucks face inherent challenges that make smooth rides difficult. Stiff suspension designed to handle extreme payload normally translates to harsh ride quality when the truck is empty. Ram solved this problem with a suspension system that adapts to changing conditions. The rear suspension uses a 5-link coil spring design rather than the traditional leaf springs most heavy-duty trucks still employ. Coil springs allow each wheel to move independently, absorbing impacts without transmitting harsh jolts through the frame. Anyone who's driven both systems back-to-back notices the difference immediately. Leaf springs act as a single rigid unit. When one wheel hits a bump, passengers feel it instantly. The coil spring system isolates those impacts. The 5-link arrangement controls wheel motion precisely, preventing the rear axle from shifting under hard acceleration. The result is a truck that remains composed on rough pavement, doesn't bounce excessively over expansion joints, and soaks up railroad crossings without jarring your spine. Competitors' leaf spring trucks can't match this sophistication. The cabin amplifies the refinement advantage. Interior materials quality exceeds what most buyers expect from a work truck. Dashboard surfaces feature soft touch materials rather than hard plastic, and door panels include padding that dampens road noise. If you've spent hours in trucks with cheap seats, you know how quickly lower back pain develops. These seats are engineered to prevent that, using proper lumbar support and cushioning that doesn't flatten out. Available leather upholstery is thick and properly finished. The acoustic engineering deserves specific mention. Ram installed additional sound deadening throughout the cab, targeting areas where road noise and wind noise typically enter. Thicker door seals, acoustic glass, and insulation create a quiet environment even at highway speeds. The diesel engine's characteristic clatter is muted to the point where passengers can hold normal conversations. Over thousands of miles, cabin quietness significantly reduces fatigue. When you combine adaptive suspension with premium interior execution, you get a heavy-duty truck that functions as a legitimate daily driver. The 2026 Ram 2500 is equally comfortable running to the grocery store as it is towing a construction trailer to a remote job site. No competitor matches that versatility, but all these features would be meaningless if Ram priced them out of reach. Number 1. Pricing. The 2026 model year is bringing all these improvements with minimal price increases over the 2025 lineup, which makes waiting for the new model an obvious decision. When you factor in the added value from new trim levels, the 2026 Ram 2500 delivers more truck for approximately the same investment. The Tradesman base model is starting around $43,000, positioning it competitively against other entry-level heavy-duty trucks. The Black Express builds on that foundation with styling upgrades for roughly $2,000 additional, creating substantial visual appeal without forcing you into mid-tier pricing. The Bighorn trim level starts around $52,000, adding convenience features like power-adjustable seats. Moving up to the Laramie trim at approximately $61,000 brings leather seating and ventilated front seats. The Warlock slots in around $54,000, undercutting traditional off-road packages by several $1,000s. When you compare year-over-year pricing, the increases are minimal, between $500 and $1,500, depending on trim level. These modest bumps are remarkable considering the addition of 2 entirely new trim packages. Most manufacturers use redesigns as opportunities to push prices significantly higher. Ram is taking a different approach, keeping the 2500 accessible while adding genuine value. The 2026 Ram 2500 is addressing real problems that heavy-duty buyers face. Ram added affordable off-road capability through the Warlock and created the stylish yet budget-friendly Black Express. The proven Hemi and Cummins engines eliminate the risk of first-year powertrain failures, while the 5-link coil spring suspension continues delivering ride quality that no competitor matches. Most importantly, Ram is bringing these improvements without significant price increases, making the 2026 model a smarter buy than discounted 2025 inventory. The good thing to know is that Ram is implementing the same philosophy on the 1-ton truck as well. So, if you're looking for additional capability, make sure to check out our video about the 2026 Ram 3500 as well. That truck represents an ultimate combo of capability and everyday comfort.